Hello and welcome back to the final third. Today's topic of discussion is Barcelona and of course Ronald Koeman, who's just taken over, and the possibility of a rebuild, maybe. First things first, Brian. What's the number one thing he should do?
He's going to be looking at the players he wants to keep in that squad. Obviously, it's an aging squad. It's a squad that just got absolutely thumped in the Champions League quarter-final against Bayern Munich. Obviously, the president's come out and said there's 7 key players that he's going to be keeping. Ter Stegen in goal is their long-term goalkeeper. That looks like it's going to be an easy option going through to the next few seasons.
Yeah.
And then you've got, obviously, right back, you've got Semedo. Centre-back, you've got Lenglet. De Jong in centre-mid. The new centre-mid that they bought from Juventus, Pjanic. But then the big one, Messi. Is he going to be able...
He is key.
He's very key. Obviously,
Even at age 33 years, you think he's still
Boy,
key?
he is key. Like
Really?
I said, 25 goals, 21 assists this season.
Okay, so
Boy.
but when we're talking about a rebuild, should he be in the plans or should he be the ambassador of the club?
He's the role model for that
I
club.
think-
He is Barcelona in and out.
Okay, so how many
He
years
needs to stay.
How many years has he got left at this level?
Oh, was he
'Cause he's-
33?
Because he's
33.
been
He's probably got another 2 seasons.
2? Probably, yeah.
Before he has to come off the bench a little bit, maybe. He's not Ronaldo physically. He's a bit more injury prone. Obviously, if you look at Cristiano, he's now at Juve still playing regular games, still not nowhere near as injury prone as Messi. But you do have to think there's only one future for him. He can only be at Barcelona.
They have to keep him. He has to keep Messi.
Okay.
Even if he, like I said, even
Players
if he
like
doesn't play
Fati-
again, he
players
has
like-
to stay there.
players like
He is
Fati-
Barcelona.
Fati, Dembele, they've all got to have a role model, and that player has got to be Lionel Messi. He's the only player that is in and out.
Yeah, I mean, Messi learned from Ronaldinho, didn't he? Let's be honest. When Ronaldinho was in the team, Messi came in, and I think Messi saw Ronaldinho as that. He was Barcelona at that point.
But what if the new manager now wants a new style of play? You know, there's been talk that he wants to bring in a sort of Dutch flavour to Barcelona. I've heard rumours that he might want to bring in Depay. You've heard that
Interesting.
there's
Yeah, I've heard that Genie Wijnaldum apparently wants. To be honest, when I think of Coleman, I don't know what his style of play actually is. I'll be honest. I don't. Is he a very technical passing man? I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Well, the Dutch are famous for their 4-3-3.
Right. Okay.
So they rely heavily on their wingers, so you can kind of understand Messi fits into that. But they do like stretching the play though, and Messi then tends to come in field a little bit more and is known for that. So you'd imagine.
But you've also got obviously that fluid front three that have always been known for Barcelona. Obviously currently you've got Suarez, Griezmann and Messi that are very fluid. One goes left, one goes to the right, and then they switch. Obviously you had
Would you say that's
Neymar
worked
as well.
this season? Has that actually worked?
I think it hasn't worked as well as it has in the past, but I also think that's down to the fact they haven't got as creative players behind them, giving them the ball. Obviously, you've got Frankie de Jong come in from Ajax in the summer last year. He's a very good player, but he looks like he's the new Busquets.
Okay.
In the sense of he's a bit more of a holding midfielder. He doesn't look like he's the player that's going to get you 15, 20 assists a season, but he is a solid midfielder that's going to do a very good job.
Is that why they brought Pjanic in then?
It looks like that is the reason. Obviously, they had Arthur, and they've just done
He's had a decent season.
a straight swap for Pjanic. I think Arthur, again, is a player that is quite defensive, quite a player that can break down play of another team. He's another player that hasn't got a major amount of assists in a season. So a clean swap there. Obviously, didn't look in the media that Arthur's happy about it. But Pjanic, 30 years old, bit of a risk, coming towards the twilight of his career. Is that going to be good? But rumours are they are looking at Donny van der Beek, who has played under Koeman for the national team, and players like...
How much would he cost?
60 million plus,
You'd
possibly.
Is
hope.
it-
Well, you'd hope.
It's all about how much money he's going to have, though, isn't it, to spend?
It is.
Well, it depends how much you can sell as well. So okay, so let's talk about now then who's gonna go.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
it's come out that Suarez is gone.
that's the talk.
Gone.
Terminated his contract.
Terminated.
You're looking
Done.
at other
So that's a striker
players.
there.
Other players that are at the end of their careers. You've got Piqué. Has he got a career at
How
Barcelona?
old is Piqué? Anyway?
PK's 33.
C3.
Is he gonna be a player that they're gonna want to keep?
My argument is that there's a real mixture of ages at Barca at the moment, and you can really tell who the old guards are.
Yeah.
So as PK 33, yes, he's that established centre back, and he's achieved so much with them, and you don't want to get rid of too many people too soon.
I don't think I'd get rid of PK. PK and Messi, I don't think you can get rid of them at the minute. Because if you get rid of PK, you're going to have to bring in a very good centre-back. And there's not that many in the world.
I think the midfield is where the real problems are with them. Brendan, you were just talking now. We've got Rakitic, who's 32.
Vidal, who's 33.
Busquets is 32.
Very aging, isn't he?
It's an old team. They're not as fit as they used to be. They used to have those boys that used to be able to get box to box, used to be able to get up and down the pitch, and they haven't got them anymore. You see them being subbed off after 70 minutes for the younger lads that are coming through the academy.
Sorry, Brett.
That strength isn't there as much as it used to be. You can't bring off like a Xavi and then bring on someone like Messi. Like Messi used to come on for those boys and everything else. There isn't that anymore.
But that's what they used to be, Barca. And they used to have the youth. They used to have a very good youth on the bench. Have they still got that then?
They've still got the players. Obviously, you got Sifati, you got Pedri. They've got
That Fatty boy looks very good.
Very impressive. Like,
has he played many games this season?
He's come off the bench a few times. I think he started a little bit. He's not been playing as regular as maybe he hoped.
Yeah, he's made 24 appearances, but he's only started 11 of them last season.
That's not bad. That's quite a few. I mean, is Coleman? Is he a youth man? Does he?
I think he's done good.
Does he bring youth in?
I think so. Yeah. I when I'm thinking of the Dutch national team at the moment, I'm thinking there's a lot of good potential promise. The Dutch have had to have a brand new rebuild, so you could argue that is he the guy for it? He's done it with the Dutch team, and Fatty's
and that's harder as well because you can't go and buy players.
Yeah, no, exactly. You've got to try and find them. Yeah.
And he's obviously given chances to young players. Like I know the PSV player Tarian, he's given him his debut for the Dutch team at age 18.
How much would he cost?
You're looking at a good 30-40 million. Like
he needs cash. He needs money.
He's somebody Koeman needs to be able to have the financial backing.
Don't forget, guys, Coutinho's coming back.
Nah, he's not going to be back in.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, we're talking that they
Under
need
new management.
We're talking that they need.
Might give him a chance. You never know.
They need that creative midfield.
Who's a little bit younger. Coutinho's only 28.
They've got Trincao coming from.
Don't know much about him though.
No, so he's come up with me. Yeah, he's come up with me a bit. Trincao again on my FIFA career mode.
Okay.
And he's got a lot of promise about him. Looking at some of his stats from last year, obviously bearing in mind now he's come from the Portuguese league. He had a solid season. He played 27 times. He only started 17 though, but he still scored 8 goals and 6 assists. He's chipping away. He's not one of the best standout players, but again, when you think about it, he is only 20 years old.
Okay. Who else has been linked?
There's a few reports of Gaya, the left back at Valencia. Gaya, he's looking at possibly being purchased because Jordi Alba is currently their left back at the moment, 32 years old, on a big contract though. Big contract. He's there for another 3 years contract.
Is he
contracted? But is he good enough? I don't know.
Thinking of we're going to start suggesting some replacements as well for some of these players. I've got a couple of names.
Well, you said Gaia there now about Valencia. Valencia are going.
They're on a tricky spell. They're losing a lot of players. Obviously, they've lost.
Could get them cheap.
Lost a few players recently to rivals in La Liga as well. So you're looking at Coquelin's already gone. Parejo's already gone.
Captain.
And there are in the media. It's very common knowledge that the whole squad, bar Gaya, has been put up on the transfer list and available for transfer. Shows his importance to that team. He's Spanish international, probably one of the best left backs in the world.
Who is it?
I would say.
Can I suggest another left
back?
Who
do you think?
I was going to suggest
a different left back.
Left back, yeah. Go on. So I was going to suggest Alejandro Grimaldo from Benfica.
Okay. Interesting.
To me, he fits. He's ready for that next stepper.
How old is he?
He's only 24.
Okay.
Spanish. Okay, so he would match what they're looking for.
Is he a typical wing back then? Is he a proper?
Yeah, his stats last year, he played 26 matches, again in the Portuguese league, and he got 6 assists. So he obviously does get forward a little bit. It can be sloppy at passes at times, but he, to me, is the guy that's ready to step up to the next one, and surely is going to be one of Spain's main left backs in the next couple of years, I'm going to say.
So if we're saying, just quickly before we finish the video, so Suarez is gone, what striker goes in there? Quick.
If they've got the money, Martinez at Inter Milan.
I would like to be a little bit more controversial, and I'm going to say Luis Alberto from Lazio. He's 27.
Okay.
He scores well. He's more of a cam,
Yeah.
but can do a job. He was, you remember him from
Yeah, I remember
Liverpool.
him. Well, he didn't do that great at Liverpool. Now he's
No.
actually smashing it
But
at Lazio, to be fair.
His stats last season are incredible. 36 games, 6 goals and 15 assists.
A few assists, isn't
And
it?
Barca have played that false 9 in the past. So if they are going to
be
play
fair,
that
yeah,
style
you
of
are
play-
And
right.
also they could give Griezmann a chance up front instead of being on the wing, which is not natural yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he scored that many goals, has he, Griezmann?
He's not. I don't think he's.
No,
I
no,
don't-
at his
No,
time
no.
I don't
when he
feel
was
he's-
at
I don't
left foot.
feel he's had a fair chance in the position he's strongest.
No.
Griezmann, if you look at him, he's not. He's an out and out striker. Plays for Atletico up front, where he had all the creativity coming around him. This team, obviously, there'll be more around Messi. He's had to play second fiddle, and he hasn't had the season that he would have hoped for.
He only scored 9 goals last season. He was
See, there's not enough for Griezmann, really, is there? I mean, at his time at Atletico, he was the main man.
yeah.
And he was playing up front, basically, wasn't
So do they just need to reshuffle? They put him in front then, actually.
he? Yeah. And I think, can you
Dembele.
see Dembele playing? I don't know. He's very injury prone again.
He is very injury prone. I think if I was him, I'd be asking for a second chance, because obviously he's big. He had his big move from Borussia Dortmund. He hasn't really had the chance to embed himself in that squad. 2 big injuries in the 2 seasons that he's been there.
Massive
Is he
injuries,
now
yeah.
going into a third big season for him? Is he then gonna have the chance under Koeman, or is he gonna get sold on and try to recoup a bit of their transfer fee?
What are you going to say, Seth? Something on your mind there, boy?
Yeah, well, you'd like to think that they're going to be able to. They've got the depth. They're going to bring somebody through. They might want to bring down, develop Trincao a little bit more, but it's
Yeah.
hard to say.
So,
isn't it?
one last question. Is Coleman the right man, Bryn? Yes or no?
As a Barcelona legend, I think he's the right man to rebuild.
Steph,
I
is he the
think-
right man?
I don't know who's going to do it. It's a job I don't think anybody would want to take these days.
So you've been on the fence, you're not sure yet.
I'd rather him than me.
You are getting splints as well.
Right, leave your comments, boys. What do you think? How do you think Barcelona are going to get on? Who do you think are going to get in? Who are they going to get rid of? Don't forget to subscribe as well. See you until next one.